Good evening out there. Oh, hey, Will. We're just doing a thing. We're gonna learn some stuff tonight. We'll get to the blur things. We gotta look at the flags first. That's the fun stuff. Yeah, things are good. So, welcome everybody to week 2 extra credit Duck Boot Camp. I am Luffy, joined by Luffy, restreamed by Luffy. Yeah. So, let us take a look at our flags that we got going on now. Hello, Mr. Hate. Good to see you. So, we have going on the theme of punching and black belts and all kinds of stuff. We're going to keep punching stuff tonight. So, we're doing black belts again. Take a look at the party real quick first. So, force black belt. And then I'm giving you guys an option of 3 mages, a thief if you want, but no other melee. No fighter. Class blessings, quick look. Ninja agility, I beefed that up a little bit for you. I took away the double thief, ninja, and hit percentage. I want you guys to kind of focus on the black belts this week. That's kind of the goal. Raise hit percentage, sure. White mage harm all if you want to bring one, sure. Thief lockpicking I kept turned on. 15 is what you got to get to. In my practices here, the key can vary. It can vary early, it can vary late, so that lockpicking may or may not come into play for you. That's right, no fighter, as it should be. Black belts are my preferred melee, although I'm coming around to the thief as a viable melee option, not only in specific niche circumstances, but definitely as something that they can do. If you get the proper levels on them, and if they have enough HP, they can absolutely punch through. Yep, agreed. Yeah, you named your thief key. Makes sense. So, 2 blessings, 2 bonuses, no malices. I gave you guys a spellcasting bonus. In one of my practices, the black belt had black mage spells, so that was fun and very fast. So I did not do shortened Temple of Fiends tonight. I was not as kind as Dead Pulse in your flags he crafted for you for the weekly boot camp this week. So we are going to have a long Temple of Fiends. I want you guys to get used to doing that. There's a target that I look for when I take a black belt into Temple of Fiends. My target time to finish that dungeon is about 6 minutes. 7 minutes is on the high side. If things don't really go your way and suddenly your party is decimated and you have just the black belt going, 7 minutes should be your break point. So when you guys practice and run these flags, I really want you to look for that 7-minute window there for Temple of Fiends. When you run a fighter comp, usually you see those about 10 minutes or so, give or take. There's a lot more buffing involved, a lot more safety involved. Black belt, go punch. Scaling, I kicked it up a little bit. Enemies, normal, 70 to 150, so they'll average about vanilla. Gold pricing, 30 to 300%, typical stuff. But I kicked up the boss scaling a little bit here. So your bosses are going to have 90 to 200%. Their HP will be capped and clamped at 100 to 250%. So they might not necessarily roll on the higher side of actual stats, but their HP should be on the higher side. You're going to have an average about 158% there for HP. Encounter rate's pretty kind, 0.5, 0.6. Standard fare. XP and gold boost, pretty normal. 10% per key item is a big one. Here's one thing I want you guys to look at. So, nuns gain XP. I think a lot of us in the weekly this week are going to be taking a 3-man party. I want you guys to not take a 3-man party and get used to running a 4-man party with a black belt. Nuns gain XP, yes. So you can take that nun if you want, but that XP is going to be funneled to all 4 slots. As opposed to taking a 4th party member and just danning them off, and deads don't. Exactly. That's the goal here. I want to see you guys get that thief up to 15 and then have him take a nap. Sorry, Will. Incentive locations, a couple different ones compared to the normal fare. Ice Cave, Marsh, basic stuff. Ice Cave's the big one. That's the important one because that's where we will probably be taking our levels, depending on what the eye rolls. Because we'll get to vanilla trap tiles in a little bit. Sea Shrine, because I want you guys to do something different. Canary Locked, and Cardia Island Incentive, because I was feeling a little spicy. Here's where it gets fun in the overworld, though. Early open progression, extended open progression, northern docks, and you have the Bahamut Cardia dock. So, I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. I put that on to kind of show it off. And because the incentive item is there, you will be able to get it because I turned on Dragon Horde for you. So what this means is when you walk into Bahamut, whether you have the tail or not, which really doesn't matter because you're not going to want the tail probably anyway, there's going to be all the Cardia chests right here for you. The incentive is the one right behind Bahamut right here. So if you're going to be going for that minimalist of opening boxes kind of theme, that's the only one you need. But I put them all there for you in case you need some early money, in case you just are looking for some kind of gear or something for your mages. I was kind. In a typical black belt seed, you're looking to open somewhere between 6 to 10 boxes. I'm allowing you guys the opportunity to open more. I'm putting boxes in your way. I'm making you go to places where there's going to be temptation, all right? You're going to be going to Sea Shrine. You got to go to the incentive location if that's something you need. You're going to be walking through Mermaids. There's going to be a lot of free boxes there. Canaria Lock, there's 6 free boxes there. So I'm just giving you guys some options here. Treasures, basic stuff. Better trap treasure, so if that could be a thing, if you guys want to, you know, dig on some trap tiles that aren't incentivized, that's fine. Free bridge, basically normal stuff. Nothing really in shops and magic. Enemies, pretty basic here, but here's another one I want you to look at right here. So you guys are going to be forced to take a war mech tonight, okay? So you can have that, you know, early chime and early cube and be like, oh, I'm just going to go to Sky because we got Northern Docks on. I can just go and do that thing. Well, you could, but are you going to finish? Because I put war mech in your way. Everybody's got to take a lot. Everyone's got to take a war mech today. Yeah, Stolia, you gotta work on that loot goblin. Hate, if he's still in the chat, can help you with that. Although he and I both have that problem of just, you know, boxes are fun, boxes are good, but you know what? Boxes are also slow. So this flag set here is a little bit of a mix of both. Your target time for the Duck Weekly is going to be much faster than this, just based off of where I'm making you go and the opportunities that for gear and such and boxes that I'm putting in front of you. We talked about the party, black belt, and then your assortment of thief and mages. Talked about the blursings, yada yada. Something else I put in here for you, random AoE caster. Okay, so most of the time this is going to be something pretty fine, like a Bane item, a Lit 2 item every now and again. I had a one helpful item checked at one point, and I ended up getting a Masa, and that just kind of defeated the purpose of what I was trying to have you do here, because you get a free Masa in the beginning. Well, what's the point? You don't really need to even worry about the black belt. You can just take the thief. So, and that's not what this is about. So I changed it. Masa is helpful. This is true. This is true. Adjustments are the same. Nothing really going on there. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what we got going on here. I have not looked at the blursings. I have not looked at anything ahead of time. So, black belt. Hey, one of my favorite things to see on a black belt is plus MDef. Their MDef is already ridiculous to begin with. They will gain 4 MDef per level compared to a master, which for some reason gains only 1. The game was coded broken. It remains broken because we love it. Plus defense, I mean, you know, that's fine. I mean, if we come across an early defense sword randomly, it'll be something for them to swing, which is, you know, sure. But eventually, we're going to have them punch, punch, punch. Hey, level 1 white spells on the thief. Okay, this could be fun. This could be nothing. We're going to take one anyway because I want that lockpicking. It has been 50-50 in my practices of needing it or not, but we're going to take one anyway because I like the thief. Ooh, spicy. 15% hit on the red mage. That can help us in the early game, and 2 level 1 MP is also pretty good. White Mage buff, I suppose. Fighter Strength plus Excal. Sure, that sounds fun. Hey! Alright, that's another really nice piece of bonus I like to see on my mages every now and again. Fighter armor, red mage armor, you know, something besides having to just have rings and, you know, bracelets. If we come across a decent ice armor here, I mean, this black mage could be kind of tanky. So what are we going to do here? I mean, I've come around to white mages a lot lately. You know, shout out to my co-op partner, Shoon Bobby, for buying me into the white mage hype last year during co-op. But yeah, no, we're going red mage. This might come back to bite me, but we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, that's right. None of the mages are what you would call, I suppose, magey in the grand scheme of things here. They're, you know, they're kind of, you know, they're just kind of tanky, which is, you know, that's fine. So here's the starting party: black belt, thief, red mage, black mage. Pretty standard fare here. You know. Alright, so I'm going to do my countdown on my live split here. Yeah, white mage paladin, right? Alright, 2, 1, and here we go. Alright. So, what do we have here? Nothing white magic-wise, that's fine. Speaking of Bane, we'll pick that up because, you know, sure. Fast is a great item, or a great spell that I like to see in the first 4 levels of magic when I take a black belt. It's going to be fantastic to have that early on. Pro rings for sale. Gold bracelets -2. That's pretty cheap, though, so that's some decent absorb there. This iron armor is going to be funny on the black mage should we come across the gold to buy that. Let's check our... Okay, so we got a mage stick here. That is our random AoE caster. So free... Cast of Fire 2. You know, you're right, Danny. That's why I did not bring the white mage. I was taught better. I learned that white mages are bad. The harm all makes them viable, sure, but nothing really that you want to do. Heals are very cheap. Cabins, pretty expensive. Houses, really cheap. I like that. Softs usually roll about a couple hundred as it is. And pures, I mean, that's fine. But cheap heals, really good. Alright, so we'll do the standard fare here. We're going to head on up to Temple of Fiends. We'll check these first 3 boxes because we want to get a little bit of money to kind of get these guys online. We'll throw out the free mage stick. If it goes off, great. If not, also fine. And it doesn't. That was a fairly decent first encounter right there. Pretty quick off the hard reset. I'm assuming it'll be the same here in a dungeon. I'll probably hit it before I hit those boxes. Yes, I will. We'll still throw out free cast of Fire 2 if it should hit anything. A little bit of money. Nothing there worth taking. I should have soft reset, but it's fine. We'll keep that 800. That's okay. Thief, White Mage, and Unknown, I can concur. I actually really did enjoy that Thief, White Mage, Unknown when Spellzap and I had our races a couple weeks ago. Oh! So, right there, that's something that'll happen. We're going to need some turn order here on our friend Garland. There we go. Yeah, Garland not always safe. So we'll just let that $800 stay away. We got our canal. That's good. And we got our slab. Less good. Something also to remember real quick about the flags. Let me pull them up again super fast here. When it comes to incentivized, there is no incentivized gear. So you guys don't got to worry about coming across a ribbon or a power bonk or, you know, anything useful. There's not going to be anything useful in boxes besides stuff to beat the game. So don't worry about it. Just go. He will. He will indeed knock you down. Alright, so we know that the first encounter off the hard resets fairly quickly, so we'll check the second encounter and see what we see. And because we don't have any loose items or anything really random to worry about, we're going to bypass Matoya's 3 chests here, and we're just going to head right on over to Pirates. I would like some early money, but I'm not going to risk running into something stupid. We could always sell this mage stick too if we just really need some money and we come across a shop item here or something. So Bane should do a pretty good job of clearing most of the field here. Takes out 7 of 9. This mage stick should finish the job, and Pirates down. Level 5. You can see already that bonus of that bonus we got going on of the plus 10%. Let me actually mark off on the tracker here as well. We have the herb and we have the slab. Hey, there's our tail. You know what? That is fantastic. We don't want it. We don't need it. We'll only need it if we have some kind of spell that we really want to promote for. Finding that in the shop early on as well, that's brilliant. We love that. Copper plus 2s, I mean, it's a gear that exists, but not worth our time. So now we'll head on over. We'll check our magic because we did not do that first. Fire 3, pretty good. We'll pick that up on the Black Mage, and we'll grab Lock 2 while we're here as well. I probably should have gone to White Magic first, just to see if there's anything here for the Red Mage, like a Fade or something. And there's not. Invis 2 is good. We'll grab that as well while we're here, but we'll pick up Fire 3 and Lock 2. And with that herb and no other movement, we gonna get our walk on. Ah, yes. Forsaken Sadness, that is true. Estolia answered that question for you for the most part, but that slab will indeed translate by Dr. Un will be able to give you the ability to speak to the Lefinish. I'm sure if you've played the game that you've only ever gone there with the slab translated, if you're playing the randomizer or whatnot, so you would have never seen it. Maybe if we get a an early floater or something, I'll show you a quick lupa of what happens. I am going to grab these boxes while I'm over here because I do want some money, and that's 5 grand. That's beautiful. That's perfect. That should fund the majority of our magic. We got 7 tenths. That's enough to get us on over to Elfland, which is our next location. And this fire to mage stick here is great. We'll just keep run, mage sticking these early enemies. Try to grab a cheap level or 2. Just kind of do our thing. Ah, no, Will, that is not a stupid question. These are the flags you'll be running, but you will be doing a different seed. Life Reboot is not that kind when he posts the seed. Oh, also, yes, if you just noticed. Let me pull that up as well. In my playtesting, we came across a bit of a bug, I think, in some of the new updates. This was automatically turned on, the XP conversion chest. So 20% of these chests are going to have XP. I left that on. I was feeling like that was something that you guys might see in a different flag set somewhere along the line as you play. It's going to be some pretty free experience. They'll range from 4,000 to 7,000, an average of 5291 right there. It's really neat. It'll help you gain some really quick levels. It'll get you to get some of your party online much faster. I thought it was, to quote, the late great Bob Ross, a little happy accident that I kind of just left that on for you. I felt like that, this will be useful. We'll leave that. Because if you look, just like that, we're already level 7. We took no fights, essentially, on our way over here from level 5, and just like that, we're level 7. So because we have XP chests turned on, maybe you guys open a few more boxes in the early game to try to gain some cheap levels. 20% of them out there are going to be full of XP. So typically what I would do here with Marsh Cave being incentivized is I would head on over straight to Marsh and just go there. But because we're kind of short on tents and we have that herb, we're going to go turn that in real quick. But I am going to save at the crossroad. If there's nothing here, or if we get, like, I don't know, a bottle, I'll just reset out of this. And our friend, the kindly old prince, gives us the crystal. Alright, well, we gonna be getting our walk on, I suppose. We're gonna keep that, because, you know, maybe when we're done with Marsh Cave, we'll just hoof it on up. While we're here, Lit 3, that's pretty good. We'll grab that. Saber is nice. That could come in handy if we have the ninja, which we won't. Nothing really a white magic there. Cure 4 Whitelock. That's the first unfortunate thing we've seen so far, but again, it's really pretty fine. Brack and Lock. Yeah, we'll grab Brack just for the heck of it. We already have Lock too. Quad X, one of my favorite spells there, but at, you know, pretty expensive. Still no tents, but we'll top off on heal pots while we're here. I don't like not finding tents in the first 3 towns, but you know, it's alright. We'll grab this cheap chainmail. It'll be pretty good here for the mages. If we really wanted, we could pick up that iron shield as well, but you know, there's really no need. We'll grab Lightning 3 here, and in honor of Dengwu, we're gonna grab Cake. Cake is good. Cake is tasty. Yes, thank you, Saracen. That is very true. The XP will divide evenly among the 4 characters, so that 4,000 we got goes across everybody, not just to one person. Yep, precisely. Just Dan him at 14. Alright, so because we got a pretty quick first encounter and a semi-quick second encounter, we're just going to soft reset going into Marsh Cave here. Estolia, don't you dare put that evil on me. Oh, okay. So, what we got right there is another sort of bug that's going on. We have an incentivized ruse item without having an incentivized ruse item. But you know what? That's a great find. That is something, that's one of the best things we can find in that box right there. I find that box to be somewhat divisive. Some people open it, some people don't. I've gotten in the habit of opening it. And then I'll grab these few free boxes right here because again, I just want some early cash. If this was a real black belt seed or a race, I wouldn't be bothering with these. I'd just go to the incentive item and go. Wear sword. Not available on the thief, but it's something that this red mage can do in a pinch with the plus 15 hit percent. Alright, we're good. What do we got? Ambushing wizards. Interesting. And we get ourselves a rod. Alright, well, Marsh Cave, useful. But Marsh Cave, not exactly the progression we were looking for. We're not going to bother with any other box here. We're just going to get out. Oh. Something killed my thief as I was looking at chat. Was that something with Death Touch, or did he just get smacked really hard and I wasn't paying attention? Death touch on one of the wolves, either the Gerwolf or the werewolf. Neat. That's a bit of a pain. They show up quite frequently in the early game, but once we get through this early portion of the game, it really won't matter too much. Jesus the Frog, we're not experts. None of us are. That's why we're playing. So, because Astolia put that evil on us, we're going to head on back to Matoya and see what she has. Probably an herb or something. Or not an herb, an adamant or something, which is going to be great. Poison touch. Awesome. What an annoying pack of enemies. Crown for the adamant. For the key for the TNT. I'm feeling like this is going to be Canoe. Just to send me somewhere really random and weird. Alright, or the ship. Alright, that's fine. Ship is good. Ruby. Yeah, watch it be the Ruby and then I'm soft lock because there's nothing else I can do. But you knew that. Yep, we're all calling out the possible soft lock. Gosh, money is tight early on. Cursor. Thank you. Alright, so we'll grab a few houses here because they're so cheap, and we'll pick up 10 cabins because reasons. And this is good, though. So with this early-ish ship, the canal, access out of the inner sea, we have options, but we are going to do the one I was talking about earlier. We're going to go check out Bahamut. First time you've seen ship in Matoya? Yeah, and they can really go anywhere. Wait till you play some of the more advanced insanity flags and you go to Waterfall and you have that early floater and you're in the air and then you run into the ship at Waterfall. That's always fun. Oop, too far. So here is the dock at Bahamut right here. It's right here. So you park and head on in. And we get ourselves a Vuvuzela, which is required, yet not progression. We'll grab these boxes too while we're here because, you know, Loot Goblin. White Shirt's good. Zeus Bonk, also good. Ice Sword, that's fine. So we got some stuff there. We don't have to really, I think, open that many more boxes. We got our 10K. That's plenty good. I considered turning on Hall of Dragons, but I didn't. Yes, Chanigan, the cursor. I got it. It's because I didn't turn off cursor capture on my flags as opposed to just the game capture. There are no loose items, no. It is just incentivized locations, and only a couple of them that are less than, I'd say, normal. So this is going to probably be, I mean, this is going to be something leading to the canoe, or this is going to be the canoe. Because we're getting to that point where we have to have access to something. And now that I'm thinking about that, this could be a really bad time, and hey, there are tents, great. This could be a really bad time, and this could be Oxyale. Really cheap silver bracelets. I'm picking this up for the whole party. You're right. I would have absolutely nothing to blame but myself here. Alright, so nothing there at White Mage or White Magic promotion. Temper would be nice to see, but with Fast, we really don't need it. We really don't need any other spells, honestly. We're really good with what we got right here. And survey says Adamant. Alright, so we are heading back to the Inner Sea. I know, but my thought on it, Hate, is that if I say it out loud and make it a thing, it might not actually happen. Yeah, these northern docks might come into play. In a bunch of my practices, I ran these flags about 5 or 6 times. Most of the time, I was getting an early floater. You know, a canoe in the first 5 items or so, and then a floater. Ship was just kind of being wherever it wanted to be. This time's being a little different. In one of my practices, when I got the ship early, I got the floater at that incentivized location at Cardia, which was fun, and then I had to dig the canoe out like 5 checks later. Hooray! Hey, somebody was talking about them there rubies. Hooray! Alright, moving on. I gotta go see what Grandpa's got. We'll do one-stop shop here at Melman. We'll talk to our dear friend Dr. Oon, get him to translate that slab for us, which just reminded me that I won't be showing you Lupa Lupa, but, I mean, it's alright. One last magic check to see if we got Temper. We don't, but we got Nuke. Can't buy it. Don't really need it. And anything here for White Magic? Exit is spicy. We'll grab that. Yeah, that's very true. At least most of the fetches are getting out of the way pretty early here. That's kind of what these flags are going to do. They're going to really send you in quite a few directions, just make you do things over and over and over. Do these fetches, and then you're going to get your levels and finish. In my practice last night, I didn't even get my first orblet till the 40-minute mark, and then I finished the game at 53 minutes. Or no, sorry, 56 minutes. 53 would be really fast. Hey, oh. Do I gotta... Where was that spot in the chat? Someone was talking adamant to the key, to the TNT. How dare you? Talking about putting evil on people. Well, we can put the thief to sleep. I thought that was you, Estolia. I don't feel like dealing with ambush-happy enemies. So, place your bets, folks. What are we going to have here? Are we going to run into a vanilla TNT? Or are we going to finally get something useful, like our canoe? Without any warp in the first 6 levels either, we're going to have to do Ice Cave the long way, which is, you know, unfortunate. Oh my. Shadows with Toxic. I mean, it could be Chanigan if you got that floater in Sea Shrine or something. It could be. This isn't Floaterless Classic Week, though, but it is possible. I haven't come across it yet. Right? Oh my. Well, we're going to open these boxes too, because now we're heading to Sea Shrine, because that is now our reality. Oh boy. This is fun, right? We're fine. We got Lightning 3, we got Bane, we got some good armor. We'll be fine. Let's see. We're probably gonna want a charge or two of exit though. Because, I mean, we could just YOLO Kraken at, like, low level with Bane and Brack, but, I mean, maybe we will. Yes, sir, Saracen. We have Northern Docks, no loose. So, we're heading to Onrak because that's our life now. We have no ordeals incentivized either, so it's not even like we could do a double dip of finding canoe here and then clearing out ordeals as well. We now are shoehorned into doing only Sea Shrine because we don't even have canoe to do waterfall. And we found our shop item was the tail at Provoca. So, yeah, this is where we live now. All right. Yeah, the C to Rod to Chime to Cube Zong, that is dead, unfortunately. Can we kill these guys? Is Loot 3 gonna work? Those waters probably rolled too high for that. Yeah, it's kind of why I did that, Jesus. I'm a big ordeals proponent first as well. I like early ordeals. I turned it off on purpose. Shout out to Rubes 000, semi-finalists of Spring Tournament. We were talking today about how we are just always scared to death of that Sea Hag pack, and we always throw anything we have at it because I don't want to deal with if they have any crap. A not-so-great X. Alright, so maybe we'll clear out some boxes. We will absolutely carbonate bubbles for Hate and Saracen. Hey, there's our canoe. Wonderful. Some more XP is good. What's our levels? 9? How many charges of Brack do we have? None and 2. I don't think we're going to YOLO Kraken while we're here. Well, if we keep finding XP in chests, maybe we will. Bye, Bubbles. Yeah, we absolutely have to save first. We can't YOLO Kraken with these levels and all those whatever's sitting there. Do we have any charges? We still have 1 charge of Brack on that red mage. Phooey. I don't know. It is certainly doable. We got enough Bane cast to maybe make it work. Can we kill these guys? Gersharks are always such a bait. They're always so lucrative for XP, but have like 900,000 HP. They actually weren't too bad. I mean, if we were feeling... Nah, I didn't grab those first three. I probably should have. I got distracted about not wanting to open boxes and then decided to open boxes. You know what? Heck it. Let's give it one try. We're here. Seeing as how those Gersharks didn't have a whole lot of HP, I mean, if you really, really, really wanted to, like, you know... yeah, 3 ribbons right there. Ribbons ain't gonna matter when we're punching stuff, though. Probably. Famous last words. Alright, good thing Lightning 3 doesn't share any levels with Brack or Bane or anything. Lobsters with Scorch, that's mildly annoying. Yeah, vanilla tiles. As ideally, we want to get ourselves over to Ice Cave now to get our levels, but, I mean, because I'm being peer pressured here, we're going to give this attempt right here on Kraken, and probably fail horribly, but we're going to do it anyway, because, you know, this is a teaching experience. You guys got to learn to take risk, and you got to learn to, you know, make mistakes. Yeah, that's going to be our next stop. We're going to go to Ice Cave next. We'll stop off at, maybe do Volcano while we're over there. Ideally, I'd like to wait to get to Volcano and just kind of breeze through it as fast as we can in a go mode fashion. Yep, exactly. The faster you got an overlevel back built, the faster the seed gets. And we're 30 minutes in is, I mean, no orbs lit, feels slow. But these flags, they're designed to be a little slower than the other flags you guys are running this week. Those are meant to go fast. These are meant to make you do a little thinking. Why not Waterfall? We will do Waterfall, because we're right here, we're going to do it as well. Alright, so. Alright, here we go. So, Brack and Brack. So we got 5 charges of Brack. Ineffective. Brack. Ineffective. We'll get a punch. 58 damage. There goes our red mage. This is probably not going to end well. We're already missing on the thief, though. I mean, we could throw Lightning 2 for days on those Zeus bonks. Hey! And Brack hits for us. Hey, Orb. Alright, we'll take that. We'll take that all day. Still no exit. That's depressing. We have houses here. Houses are cheap. We do. Give me 10 of those. Borkin into pizza. Fizzled into beef. How much more XP do we need? 2,000? Oh, come on. That is just rude. Hey, look at that. Perfect. We got our single charge of exit. Exactly what we wanted before we walked into Waterfall. So, Waterfall, gonna be required for something. We've found our tail in the shop, which we do not want nor need. We have found our quote-unquote dud item already with the key, which we need but do not need with the thief. So this is gonna be required. This will be something important. This will lead to our oh wait, I did mark off the key. Oxyale, hang on, I'm a little behind on the tracker here. Sorry guys. Doing all this stuff. Canoe is here. Cool. I'm marking my own tracker, but not the tracker. Sorry. Ooh. 4 whiz mummies is nice. We'll grab this. And of course, one survives. Alright, level 17 on the black belt already is fantastic. Once we get over to Ice Cave and start getting our levels, we're going to be in great shape. There's our bottle. Required in some fashion. We're going to find out how and what later on. Ugh, I'm opening too many boxes, but I don't care. We're having fun tonight. This is all about teaching. This isn't about going fast. Alright, so with that canoe, our next location is Ice Cave, and only Ice Cave, because that's where we need to go. Ice Cave will hold some form of progression, whether it be an item that leads to something, or it is a our actual floater, which would be nice. Yeah, you'll find that these flags are particularly linear in their progression, without any kind of loose item or without any incentivized, air quote, dud gear in said spot because of, a massa, a ribbon, a power bonk, an opal, Cheerio, what have you. You're going to be clearing pretty much every location. The question is, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to open a lot of boxes? Are you just going to kind of go for the incentive items? I mean, you guys do you. I threw these locations and these choices in front of you just to have some fun with it. Not everything's got to be about just go fast and blaze through. Learn a little bit. Have some fun. Try some different things. I'm not dealing with ambush-happy wizards with my thief in the front slot and not getting priority. That's just annoying. No life magic access is sad, but it's also fine. And we'll be taking the long route here. We're just going to get things ready right now. Getting priority on a lot of things. Alright, so something we're going to do, we're going to take a little bit of damage. We're going to use these damage tiles right here to kind of run down our HP on the party. This is a little slow, but I don't trust that eye to really have the bandwidth to be able to damage down our party, especially this thief with pretty killer evasion. Alright, right around 50 HP is good. I can't wait to walk into this eye and have him first turn nuke me or something. Hey, more XP, sweet. Alright, So this, we'll do this, we'll do this, and let's see what you punch for. Alright, so they got more than 140, less than 222. Survey says TNT. Awesome. This sea just really doesn't want us to get in the air, does it? Alright. Yeah, see, they're only he's hitting like a kitten. Although I did leave the gear on them, but it's fine at this point. Yeah, there we go. Missing on the thief. We might be here a minute, folks. Of course, he hits the black belt with the actual gear on for much more, because reasons. Stop! Yeah, floaterless seed is looking increasingly likely now. Thank you. Alright, so we will look at our time once we get the party down, and we will see how long it takes us to get our black belt online. There is one. He's still punching the wrong person. It would have been more viable to bring him down to 1 HP instead of like 50-ish, but I also was just a little skittish about this dungeon running into an ambush pack of something. Yes, we very well could have. 50 felt safer to me. Why you do that? Thank you. Why you keep punching the black belt? What is wrong with you? You know, I'll do you one better. I'll put the red mage in slot 1. Alright, still 23 absorbed. We'll keep that silver bracelet on. Why you... I'm lost as to why the black belt keeps getting punched. Thank you. Alright, one more hit and we should be good. We should be getting a fairly decent amount of XP here. I would say probably over 6,000 a pop. How much are we getting off 2 party members? Oh, we're going to get close to 8,000. Heck yeah. Alright, yeah, we're good. This won't take very long at all. Alright, black belt time. And we have a fantastic item with this mage stick as well. Should we run into some kind of, you know, disgusting off-tile undead pack, like I was just about to say. We got ourselves a fallback plan, as they completely get turn order, which is just rude. Alright, so call it about the 42, I don't know, 20 mark or so of when we got ourselves our black belt solo. So 42:20, I would say we should be up to 42 in less than 5 minutes. Yeah, that is exactly right, Hate. That is the danger of taking this eye grind and ice. While the eye is very, very lucrative with the XP you're going to get, typically they roll very, very soft. They're a danger in the vanilla game with that first turn quad X and all the other nasties that they have, the zap or whatever. But they're just a bundle of XP in the randomizer for the most part. Correct, yes. The Agama tile in Volcano is air quotes safer. They do tend to have more HP, as Saracen just said. For some reason, the eye tends to roll down for the most part. With the way the party was here in the high teens, I felt pretty comfortable coming into this dungeon, especially also with that Fire 2 stick. I felt pretty confident that if I came into an undead pack on an off-tile encounter, it was not going to be that scary. Why not grind eyes at the castle? What do you mean? The eyes are only here in the vanilla game. This is the only spot you're going to find them. There's level 32, so that's about 2 minutes to go from level 18 to level 32. That's fast. We should be done here in less than 4 minutes, actually. Now, there's a lot of debate here on where do you stop taking your levels on a black belt grind. Do you stop at 37, 39? Do you just kind of finish it out? We're just going to finish it. Yes, they do show up in Sky Palace, particularly on floor 3, the spider floor. But it is, I mean, it's a thing. You can run into some nasty stuff there. This is, you know, much safer. And I say safer, again, in air quotes, because the perils of an ice grind can be real. Yep, that's right, Jesus the Frog. I left them vanilla on purpose. They're also vanilla on this week's Duck Seed, because that's what Deadpulse did. It really teaches you where to get your levels. Right here is kind of the preferred spot. The Agamas, like Hate and Saracen were saying, is a good fallback option. The Gersharks in Sea Shrine can be viable. If Ordeals was incentivized or a place I had to go and you were truly desperate, you can do the Zombie Dragon tile. They tend to be very spooky and hit very, very hard. So that's dangerous. This eye is doing absolutely nothing to us. There's level 41, and as I almost banana peel. And right here, this will be our 42. Perfect. Alright, and we're out of here. I should have just ran. So if you're doing a solo black belt grind, how much XP do you want to be getting per battle? I don't know if there's really a right answer for that. I mean, ideally, the most possible. How low does the XP have to be for you to say this is too little, I need to grind somewhere else? So I would like to see at minimum between 4,000 and 5,000 to start. A vanilla eye gives around that percentage. Yeah, you know, gosh, blessed our MDef right there, because crack mages are going to be in our way. Yeah, exactly. To Chanigan's point, 4,000 is a great starting point. That's really kind of where you want to be minimal. That'll get you online to 32 quite fast. If you want to finish it out to 42, also viable. Just don't necessarily have to at that point. 5 to 6 is good. Yeah, the more the better. I mean, we were getting over 8,000 right there. This grind was done in less than 5 minutes. Alright, so... Everybody running from us. Thank you, thank you. As you can see, the morale of these low-level enemies are now, I want to leave, I want no part of this. Yes, I think maybe one of the last few weeks of extra credit, we'll do we'll take ourselves oh, wow, that was exceedingly buried. We'll take ourselves to a desert grind and kind of try to dig out T-Rexes. What are you booing me for? I've suffered enough for you, haven't I? Hooray, hooray, hooray. Alright, so at about the 50-minute mark or so, we are finally going to get ourselves in the air. And we're just going to turn on the afterburners. Oh, we went too far south. Bottle to crown to chime, slab to cube. You're probably right, the way this looks right now. Alright. 50 minutes, 40 seconds. Let's get ourselves a 90-second volcano, shall we? Sky is not incentivized. Hey, our incentive locations are done. We only have turn-ins now. We got bottle and slab. One will lead to chime and or cube. The other will lead to crown, which is and or chime and cube. And we're done with boxes. I've opened probably close to like 30 something, maybe 40, and that's about 20 to 30 too many. You guys are all bad influences on me. I know, right? They sure are. Alright. Punch, wait, and lock. Why not? Hey, we got the fast from the 1 HP black belt. Thank you. Or 1 HP black mage. Alright. 20 hits for 2,700 damage. Thank you, Carrie. We hardly knew you. Alright. So, ideally, I would have liked to have routed Earth Cave in here before we came down to this general area. But because we have to do the crown again at some point anyway, and we're going to be going back to the Earth Cave area, we'll just do that next. There's our chime. Yes, the Gaia shortcut is turned on. That is as per Greggly Puff. I don't want it turned on. I think that there are some things that should still be left the way that they should have been. But for the Duck Derby boot camp, I'm fine with it. I don't think that should become a standard flag. I feel like Gaia was made to be annoying. It should remain annoying. And there's our crown. Okay. So we had our first orb lit at the 32-minute 30-second mark with the YOLO Brack on Kraken. Our second orb at 51 minutes and 28 seconds. I gotta mark off stuff on the tracker here, guys. Sorry. We have Chime, not Cube. The clinic remove would shorten it. Ooh, that is, I mean, then I guess I can get behind that. Alright, we're here. Let's just do this thing. Hopefully we got a 4-minute Earth Cave here in front of us. 54:15-ish we walked in here. Enemies need to stop. One of the best parts about coming here with a level 42 black belt is you can see everything just runs away from you. So those Death Punch werewolves we ran into earlier, they're not a problem anymore. Neither really is anything anymore. Black belt go burr. Yes, Hate, exactly what was going through my mind. I'm here, I guess I'll just do the thing. Mummies, like, I guess because they're just undead like that, they don't, you know, really have morale. They never seem to run. Every now and again I see a mummy run, but not very often. And those ambush happy wizards are finally running as well. Yes, Wiz mummies I do see run quite often, as opposed to the regular mummies, which, like you said, they have no brain. Oh, I guess we've reached the bad pun section of the stream here. I like it. Astolia says they never are scared because they always have their mummy nearby. I can get behind that. Oh, stupid giant messed up my split. Alright, well, I was a few seconds off, but call that a 4-ish minute Earth Cave. They're too wrapped up in what they're doing. Oh, boy. Now we're just getting out of hand. Astos with a little evasion on him right there. Interesting. Alright, and with that, we get ourselves our final item. We enter our go mode. And we're going to go do the thing at Sky. So 57 minutes-ish right here. I still think it's a fairly possible target time to be done in like the 107 range, give or take. It really depends on how rude Sky's going to be. Again, when we get into Temple of Fiends, I really want you guys to focus on that 6 to 7 minute window of finishing the game. Yes, for sake of sadness, we do not need a tail. I mean, if we really wanted to, we can go promote, but we don't need it. This black belt will do all the damage we want. He will do all the punch, all the making things run in front of him. He is our win condition. No need to open any boxes here as we run into Spooky Badmen. Thief getting the priority. I should probably just put the Thief back in slot 1. We're done with the morale breaking and Earth Cave kind of thing. We're not even going to greed check. We don't care, which means we're totally going to run into stuff in Temple of Fiends with Bane and Crack and all the nasty. So at some point we will be solo black belting, I am fairly certain. So we'll just preemptively move that ruse stick down to where it belongs. A lot of debate on what is the correct way to walk through the Sky Maze. It is left and up, don't at me. And as we approach our good friend Tiamat, what is this but our good friend Warmech? In case you guys forgot, we do have a forced Warmech, so let's do the thing. Wait, punch, fast, fast, and lock. Fast goes off. How many punches will it take? 1? Oh, multiple. Warmech has some evasion. Okay. Neat. Warmech with Lightning 2 throws a tickle out. Here's the punch. 15 hits, 2,500 damage. That's more better. And just like that, our mages all reached the mid-20s. Yeah, that was something, wasn't it? I fasted 42 black belt, 4 hits. That was weird. Alright. There's our next orb. Perfect. So that was, again, about a 4-minute sky. Pretty good. Heal pots. We'll grab a couple. We'll res this black mage. Alright. More better? Yeah, that's something I got from my old football coach back in the day. He used to say more better. It just kind of stuck. It is very poor English. My wife hates it. Alright, 101.20 into Temple of Fiends Revisited. Let us see if we can hit that 6 to 7 minute mark. So we're targeting a time of 107.20 to 108.20 of a finish, barring something catastrophic. We'll keep that ruse stick on the thief for now, even though I was talking about how it should go on the black belt for safety purposes. Hi. We will throw out safety ruses on that ninja slash thief while we're battling some of the more dangerous fiends of this dungeon with Kraken 2 and Tia 2 to hopefully absorb a punch or two. 2 ruse stacks on a thief with 80 agility will essentially give it full evasion. Alright, so about 2 minutes to Lich 1. That's pretty good. Hey, there's the crack I was talking about. Okay. A suddenly 2-man party. Again, it's fine. Let us move this, though. Actually, we'll do this. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, well, we'll be leaving this black belt in the first slot here to hopefully absorb some of the damage. Maybe we take this fight too while we're at it, just to throw a little bit more on this black mage. That should be about 9,000 XP. No, 12,000, even better. And we got our black belt almost up to 999 HP. Pretty really good. Carry with a single punch, not too bad. Carry with more than 1,200. There's that HP, thing coming into play. So she's got quite a bit on her. Another punch, no big deal. Down she goes, splat. Okay, so now we're coming up to the danger zone. Our dear friend Lich 2 decided that he was going to show us a thing and kill half our party. And no idea how that black mage survived, but he did. Ooh, that slow 2 is spooky. Lightning 2, beautiful. And down she goes. Oof. That stun could have been really nasty. Alright, down goes Tia. So 106.12 through Tiamat. Oh, we have an iron goal. Run is blessed. We're going to bracket. No, we're not. We're going to punch it. Alright. Okay, fast. We'll throw out one stack of ruse because... Oh, Chaos got nothing for us. This is fine. Wait and punch time. There's a nuclear, as I say, nothing for us. This is fine. Alright, there we go. So, 106.56 on my timer, 106.55 in the FFR room. So that would be... let's math this because 101, 106. Yeah, so that is just about a sub 6 minute Temple of Fiends Revisited with a cracked party on Lich 2. Yeah, that was about 5 minutes and 40-ish seconds, give or take. That's pretty good. 6 minutes is really my break point. That's what I look for with a black belt. You can, run into some challenges, some difficulty, and it did, yes. It saved me inputs, precisely. Alright, let's get the bad news. How many boxes? I think it was like 38. Probably more, actually. 53. My God. I am disappointed. 11,000 steps. Also disappointed. But you know what? 53 boxes, 11,000 steps, and a black belt seed at an hour and 6 minutes. I mean, I'll take it. It's fine. But there you go. That right there is your extra credit for the week with the black belts. I am going to lower the volume here on my BizHawk. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Any questions from anybody out there in the chat room before we kind of, wrap things up and do some final thoughts? Excuse me. Not sure if anybody's typing or anything, but it looks like we might have no questions or so in the chat. You know what? I want to give a special shout out to my internet for not dropping once during the entire stream tonight. Unheard of. Saracen, did you send my hamster steroids? I am very happy. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, if there are no questions in the chat, we'll kind of just wrap things up right here. It is a Christmas miracle. You're right. A Christmas miracle on May 25th. Yes, I know. It's amazing. My internet did not crap out all night. I'm astounded. It's really special. So, I'm going to wrap things up before it decides to do it right now. So, thank you to Final Fantasy Randomizer, Twitch, for letting me play with the channel tonight, allowing me to join you for the Week 2 Duck Derby Extra Credit Seed. We will be... Give Seed want to run now? I will... Life Reboot has the flags, so if y'all want to ping Life Reboot, go for it. I am not stealing his thunder. He is the async champion. He can print the... he can post the async seed. At the very least, it'll be there tomorrow morning. I could send you flags if you want to mess around that I'd hate, but I am not stealing his thunder. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining me tonight. Work on your routing, work on your decision making, try to work on your inner loot goblin. 53 boxes, far too many. We can't just loot. Yeah, I mean, you can Luffy all day. Why not? You can at me all day. I'm good with that. I'm off tomorrow. It's my last day off before the holiday. So I work retail, so I'm going to be hating life, working 3 a.m. shifts the next 5 days after tomorrow. But it is what it is. Got to pay those bills. But thank you guys for joining me. If you guys have any questions, obviously the channel is out there. Most of you here in our Discord, I would think. So FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. Join the Discord. Hang out with us. Join the Duck channel to see if you want to learn how to play the game and just, have a good time. But that's really it. I have some spice for you guys cooked up next week. I may have a special guest as well. I'm talking with another runner to see if they want to join me next week for the reveal for extra credit. We're going to have some fun times next week. We're doing some different stuff. It's not going to be Punch or Ninja. We're going to do routings and decision makings, and we're just going to shuffle things around a little bit is kind of where I'll leave it. But yeah. With that, thank you guys for joining me tonight, and, I appreciate you, and with that, ciao and chillax, everybody. Final Fantasy Randomizer fam, we gone.